When Ada got the call, it was already past midnight. Her elder brother's voice trembled over the line. "Mama is missing," he whispered. She sat upright in bed. "What do you mean, missing? From where?" "From the house. From number 46. Ada's heart skipped. Not because her mother was gone, but because she knew the house at number 46 should never have been reopened. Years ago, their grandmother had lived in that house, an aging widow who was both feared and revered in their hometown of Ijibuode. She was a herbalist with knowledge that stretched beyond plants. She knew things. Things people weren't meant to know. She was found dead in her armchair one stormy night, eyes wide open, mouth frozen mid-scream, and a single line carved into her wooden floor. "She comes when you call her." The family locked up the house, swore never to step in again, but after Papa died, Mama, stubborn and proud, decided to return to the house where she was raised. That was 6 months ago, and now she was missing. Ada didn't wait for daylight. She arrived at the house by 3:14 a.m. The house at number 46 stood beneath a thick canopy of trees, cloaked in unnatural darkness, as though the streetlights intentionally avoided that patch of the street. The wooden gate creaked like a warning. Inside, her brother Kola paced the living room, pale and shaky. "She was here last night," he said. "She made ifo riro and pounded yam. She danced to Ebenezer Obey. Then, around 2 a.m., I heard her talking. Loudly. Like an argument. But when I came down," he pointed, the line was back. Carved into the wooden floor again, same spot, same words. "She comes when you call her." Ada stared at the words. They were fresh. Not from her grandmother's time. Something had rewritten them. "Where is her phone?" Ada asked. "In the kitchen," he replied. They searched the house top to bottom. No blood, no signs of struggle, just cold air that didn't belong. The rooms groaned even when no one stepped. Shadows flickered without light. When Ada touched the carved words on the floor, her fingers stung, as if something had shocked her from the other side. Then they heard it. A whisper, a woman's voice. "From upstairs, Mama?" Ada called out, foolishly hopeful. The voice laughed. But not Mama's laugh. It was old. And hollow. And playful. The siblings looked at each other. Kola tried to move, but his body froze. Ada began to ascend the stairs, drawn like a puppet. She heard another whisper. "You called her. You called her." The attic door was ajar, and inside was not their mother. A woman stood with her back turned. Her feet floated 2 inches above the ground. Hair matted and long. Gown stained with dark red patches that pulsed. She slowly turned, and Ada saw her face, except it wasn't just one face, it was many. Her grandmother, her mother, a child, a corpse, all morphing and shifting across the same canvas of flesh. "You shouldn't have returned," it said in 5 voices. Ada tried to scream, but something clutched her throat, not physically, but from within her. A fear that wasn't hers. Memories she never lived began flooding in, a sacrifice made, a promise broken, a soul waiting to be called. Ada's grandmother had done something long ago. She had bound a spirit, a Yoruba banshee known as Olorokan, a weaver of souls, collector of broken promises. She could be contained only in silence and isolation, but Mama had spoken to her, danced, called. Olorokan had come for her. Now she wanted more. "You must replace her," the spirit said. "Blood for blood. One mother for another." Ada's mind cracked at the weight of the demand. Her body trembled. She saw her mother, suspended in the attic corner like a marionette, her eyes open but soul missing. A faint whisper escaped her lips, "Run." But Ada didn't run, she reached out instead. With love. With defiance. With pain. "Mama!" She screamed, and the house howled in return. Kola came crashing through the door, holding a sacred staff from their grandmother's old chest, ori oak, used in ancient rituals. He struck the floor and shouted a prayer. The light, soft and blinding, exploded through the attic. The spirit shrieked, faces melted, walls bled, and suddenly, it was over. Mama collapsed into Ada's arms. The house groaned and fell silent. The line on the floor faded. They never spoke of it again. Number 46 was demolished by the city a year later after a mysterious fire. Ada, now older, sometimes wakes at 3:14 a.m. and checks her floorboards. One night, she found a message carved neatly in her living room: "She doesn't need you to call anymore."